this is Alex Smith's chance to prove that San Francisco made the wrong decision. I kind of think that they kind of needed him in San Francisco still, because I think the jury's still out on Cap. You know, the turtle can't back up Cap. But we're not talking about San Francisco. We're talking about Kansas City. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited to watch this division. I don't think it's as trash bag as some of my co-hosts, but I think this division is going to be pretty interesting to watch. Rashad, I have no idea who you have. Oh, you have the Chargers. I forgot they was in this division. So tell us about the San Diego Chargers. Catfish!
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to put it to you like this. You remember I told you about the Jets, the train wreck? The Chargers are the scene that happened after the train wreck. They have all these injuries. They just collecting bones at this point. I can't even sit here and give you a full, just analyzing this whole thing, because everybody and their mama is hurt. So bear with me. Here we go. Okay. They got 4. Exactly. They got 4 wide receivers hurt. They really don't know if they're gonna start in the season or where in the season. They got one that's out. Eddie Royal, hurt. Denario Alexander, he's out. He ain't coming back. Malcolm Ford, he might come back, but guess what? He's hurt. Vincent Brown, he's hurt too. What am I supposed to do with all these hurt people? Now, you got running back. They got Ronnie Brown, Ryan Matthews, and Danny Woodhead. Let's move on.
I got some of that.
Now, let's talk about some free agents. Let's talk about this so-called offensive line. San Diego, the city of San Diego is furious about Max Sparks. He's 31 and he's an offensive tackle. Let's move on. Now, they got Chad Reinhardt. They got him. They even got a tight end, John Phillips. They signed him for blocking purposes. Antonio Gates said he's ready. No, he's not. Let's go on the other side of the ball. Well, let's talk free agents. They got Dwight Freeney. Okay. They got Derek Cox. I like Derek Cox. I'm not gonna try. Yeah. But he played for the Chargers. They drafted Manti Tate on his girlfriend.
Catfish.
And when he was at, I heard a whole bunch of things about how he was doing. Him and his girlfriend was doing good in practice and all that. But hell, I mean, he hurt his leg, so we're not gonna see him or his girlfriend.
She might have clipped him.
That could be it.
I thought she died.
Well, either way it goes, they're gonna be called for too many men on the field, so it don't even matter. He's not playing. This is sad. There's no other way of putting it. And then you got Phillip Rivers. I truly believe this team don't believe in him. They sit here and make the decision. We're going to go ahead and get rid of LC. You know what? I'm not even mad about that. Because he got to the Jets. So it's obvious that something was wrong. I get that. But then you make the decision and say, we're going to put on Phillip Rivers. Then you didn't even give him a shot. Now you're trying to go back to this recipe. Let's find that running back. Let's find that running back. And you keep getting boo-boo on top of boo-boo on top of boo-boo. Who is Woodhead? Sound like a porn star. Don't make no sense, man.
I got some of that.
You not getting it. He got some of that. That's a problem. I'm gonna get that. Now look here. He got no wide receivers. Antonio Gates, his days are behind him. What was going on? What was going on in the draft? What was going on in free agency? You know what? I'm done.
Well,
I don't even want to talk about it.
Hand me the shotgun and I'll put you out your misery.
Okay. You can give me the shotgun here.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I got Oakland. And Oakland starter, post Al Davis. Basically, defense is all they have. They just as bad on offense as the Chargers. No offensive line, the block for the quarterback. Darren McFadden stay on the sidelines. The wide receiver, they can't catch.
I didn't know they had wide receiver.
They just as bad. And the best receiver that they had was Brandon Myers. Of course, he's gone. So, once again, they had to depend on their defense. And they brought back Charles Woodson. They signed Tracy Porter and Mike Jenkins. And they already had Tyvon Branch, who's a really decent safety. And
I have a question. Is Charles Woodson playing safety or corner?
Safety.
Okay,
Safety.
I thought so.
The only strong point of the last couple of years has been defense end Lamar Houston. And basically, that's about the only strength that they had on their defensive line. Because Tommy Kelly, he's gone out, so he's in New England.
He got a lot of money from them.
Got a lot of money.
Interesting. Okay, so we've talked about all 4 teams. There are some pros and there are some cons in this division. But crystal ball, what do you got? What do you think about these teams?
Well,
Let's hear.
I'm going to throw a curveball early. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to finish second.
It's only 2 teams in the division.
But I'm gonna say that they're gonna give Denver a run for their money because of their defense, and they had 8 Pro Bowlers last year,
Okay.
and they have a quarterback this year to balance out their offense with Jamal Charles, Dwayne Bowe. So I think they'll get the Broncos a run for their money.
Let me ask you this: Is Alex Smith going to manage?
I think he will.
Or is he going to be the reason they win?
See, my thing is this with Alex Smith. We know his whole history before he had that breakout.
Yeah.
That's what scared me. Now, I know Andy Reid. I know that what he has done with quarterbacks. I feel like that question mark still should be over Alex Smith's head until we see what's going to happen this
But he an
season.
upgrade from Matt Castle.
Now, that's true. Nobody's denying that. But
Matt Castle's still down the toilet. He wiped out. He
I
in
mean-
Minnesota, but he just there holding the clipboard.
I think Denver Broncos are going to run away with this division.
they have no
And the only reason I say that is because they're the only one that you can see a complete team.
Agreed.
The Chiefs are a bunch of talent. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to hurt some feelings because I like you. You're from Georgia. What has Eric Berry done? What has he done?
Pre-injury or post-injury?
That mind you,
Pre-injury, he was okay.
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 Just okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he battled back and forth in the draft with Earl Thomas. We know what we see in Earl Thomas.
Yeah.
Eric Berry is still just talent. Dwayne Bowe, I like him. He's produced with worse quarterbacks. So I think that Alex Smith's going to get him the ball. The problem is Alex Smith is more of a game manager. So he's going to operate efficiently between the numbers. Getting Bowe the same type of opportunities may be a little different now. I just think the Chiefs are really good, really talented, but it's just a collection of talent right now.
I can see that.
And how Reed puts this together will determine how good they're going to be because we all understand they're going to be the second team in this division.
By default.
Yeah.
But whether or not they compete for a wild card is completely on Andy Reid putting his talent together to form something. I agree with you. Tamba Hali, I like him standing up or with his hand in the dirt. But I do think he's better with his hand in the dirt. Are you going to make that happen? Justin Houston, very good linebacker. Are you going to keep his nose clean? Because he has character issues. Derek Johnson, really good guy when he's able to roam free. Are you going to make a more structured defense? Because that's going to take away from him. Because let's not forget, Derek Johnson was a bust at first.
Yes, he was.
So I just think right now the Chiefs can do some real damage, but it's all on whether or not they decide to become a team.
You know what, and that's a perfect point to put out there. I think it does depend on them coming together and saying, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to rally behind Andy Reid. And it's also up to Andy Reid. Does he have the right coaches in place to coach these guys up? Because what he had in Philadelphia was horrible over the last 3 to 4 years of his tenure. San Diego.
Oh, Jesus.
They need to move to Canada.
San Diego and Oakland definitely needs to rebuild from the front office down.
Oh, yeah.
I think that I agree with Rashad when he said that it seems as if they don't believe in Phillip Rivers. If you don't believe in Phillip Rivers, then what you need to start doing is looking for that quarterback to bridge the gap, because we do know that Phillip Rivers is viable enough to be a starting quarterback in this league. He can give you 2 to 3 years if you need to coach someone up. I mean, you have all these guys that's on the market, Mallett, who should be on the market. I would definitely be calling New England.